Hello everybody. So this is the Underwood No.5 standard typewriter. Now, I just wanted to go over some of its features quick with you. And right off the bat, if you're looking at some of the older ones, you'll see how tall those feet are on there. Those are not what this has. My new feet just came in tonight, so I'll show you. This is a kind of a conformed shape thing here. See how that's all the rubber foot. This is just the bolt going through. That sits inside of this foam felt spacer, which then goes into the cup. That kind of an assembly. That's about an inch in total height. And you need all that height. I'm just going to spin this back on the machine quick here. But you need all that height to clear all the underneath functions of the Underwood No.5. Like, say, the backspace button, key. The linkage underneath the typewriter comes down so far that my work feet didn't clear, and it ended up hitting the table, so it couldn't even function. But now, of course, with the right height foot, you clear, and it can. We'll just take a look for a minute here. We'll show you how much. See how far down that stuff comes under there? And then when you actually press something, see how far down it'll go? So you need an inch of height just to get off the table to allow that all to clear. Alright, so this thing's got a lot of little miscellaneous features. Not miscellaneous, but if you didn't understand them, they could be tricky. That's I guess how I'll say it. So take, for example, here, on the carriage itself, this is actually this is your left-hand margin release, because everything's reversed. This is your left-hand margin setting. This is your right-hand margin setting over here. Left is to your right. Right is to your left. This is just a paper holder finger in the middle there. But say you're at your left-hand margin, right? Let's put a sheet of paper in so this makes sense. I've replaced all the feed rollers. There was a zoo of things to do there. They're easy enough to replace, but there's a lot of them, little ones and such. That's good enough. These are paper fingers. They slide over. I just didn't line it up right for that. But okay, so I'm at my left-hand margin. This is where my printing point is here. Okay. Now, if I want to go to the left of my left-hand margin, I press this. And then now I can go left more. You see? But in regards to the right-hand margin, there is no other way than actually moving it manually. There's no release over there. Okay. Bring that over a little bit. I might have said this already, but here's your ribbon color selector and stencil choice there. Get this paper finger onto the paper. Okay, now if I'm typing, let me get out there. Now if I'm well, I'm going to have to move this paper over a little to make it. Okay, so you're typing along, and what this button here does, you see this here on the front, it looks like it doesn't do anything, especially if you study it through. You'll see how here it just doesn't look like it's hooked up to anything, but it is. Let me get this. That bar inside there that runs in back of all the keys, that long bar there, if you can see it, get this in here a little bit. Boy. Okay, that bar there, that runs under all the keys. Let me find a key where you can maybe. So you see how. Okay, the bell just dinged. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now I'm locked out. it comes up at such and such a point. It's a key lockout release button. You can't type anymore. That bar comes up and it locks you out from typing anymore. When you press this button here, wait till I get this lined up now. Watch how that'll drop away from the keys, and that allows you to continue typing a few more spaces before you get locked out again. That's all that is. It's kind of like a margin release, but they call it a key lockout bar. That's how that works. This, if you pull this out, of course you go into the free roll. This up here. Sure. Come on. Paper finger. Alright. You're at the free roll when you pull that out. And you cannot ratchet advance, though. I mean, you can ratchet, but you can't ratchet advance the paper. That's what I mean. Now, if you want a free roll, see this one here behind it? Bring that up. Now you'll free roll the page, and you can carriage advance it as well. So it's two little options there when it comes to that. How the ribbon is threaded, that's an interesting little thing. So you're coming up from the inside here, and then you go to get at that. There's around the roller and the guide. You just see this little on the side of each ribbon cup. You've got this release spring thing, and you can bring that to where you can get at it. It's a tensioner too, but come on, camera, stay with me. But that shows you that you go around the outer roller here, and then through the guide. You go over the first post. There's a slat in each of these. Let's just bring them up. And I'll shift block. Okay, so you go over the outside, behind both insides, over this outside, and then back and repeat to this. I'll release this so you can see, like so. Unshift it. Yeah, that's how that works. And then this is your paper scale correlating to the tab in back. So each number is about an inch, 80 to 70, 70 to 60. It's about an inch apart, and it's 10 characters per inch. I think this would say 12, 24, 36 if it was a Elite font. I believe they would have made Elite font in Underwood by 1930. But when you press your tab, you'll see how these tabs are set now, and they just pull down, and they have 3 grooves in each here, and they need to line up with the grooves in the bar itself. So you can't be off. You got to be exact with them. But when you press your tab, it'll come out and go back. It's just a little minute, and that's your tab break there. Here's the tabulator. Just watch how it. Did you see it open and kind of open and close? That's just how they are. I'm going to bring it back so I don't slam into the end, but they just kind of open and close, open and close. So they're interesting. Now, and of course that's your tensioner there for the drawband. Ribbon reverse, ribbon forward, spool here, spool reel. It's like a fishing reel. It turns, but you can push it in, pull it back, depending on which direction you want to go. That's about her. You know, all this rubber though, like where the carriage stops are, there's 2 rubbers. You take this plate off to get at them, and you maybe want to change those. Those get hard and old. All the feed rollers, they're not bad to get out of there. Here's the fronts here. There's of course more on that part, and then there's little ones in between. These little ones, so you're gonna probably want to replace all that rubber. Like I said, it was like bad old cork or something that I ended up changing out of. Let's see if we can see the back ones any. Maybe. You never know. Yeah, you can see them. You can see one of them anyway, right there. When you take the carriage off, you can get at them a lot easier. There's kind of like a hook thing. There's 2 of them for each bar with all the tabs on them, and you release the tension, and you can lift it out of there. It's not bad. All these on the paper, you can see one of them right here. That's the paper pan underneath it, and there's like 5 of these fingers, and I replaced all those tensioner grips as well. I just use slices of rubber hose of said diameter, and I picked it up at AutoZone. All those hose dimensions in the windshield washer and radiator overflow tank hose diameters. There's like 4 different ones. I can show you them over there. Actually, we don't have to guess, but you'll have all those diameters you need then if you go get these. This is 5/16, so you get 2 feet of that. This stuff costs like $3 a pack. This is 5/32, 3/8, and this is 7/32 here. So you can get all these for about $9. You can get 3 packs of different diameters. I hope I covered all this machine. It's really not a complicated piece, but definitely get the manual if you're going to work on one of these, because like I said, if it wasn't for that manual, I wouldn't have known that the right-hand clamp knob was just a smidge tight and that was causing it to just stick up there. I thought it was something totally different. One other thing while I got you on the line, though, is the person who I ordered the new feet for this machine from came through Typewriterstuff. They're out of Garden City, New York. 516-489-8300. This here, my dad just got me this, and this is for that Hair is Visible. He had a company make up a new decal for on the paper rest itself. Turned out great. This company is pressing on, which is on 6127 West Mitchell Street, West Allis, Wisconsin, 53214. They can make up any decals, though, it seems. Your cost is going to be about $35 for something like that. I won't show you his thing, but again, here's some information on how you can get a hold of this company here. If you need to have a label made up, and this is how the bill will look for you if you get something like that made up. All right, everybody, have a good day and take care.